My wife and I contacted our student loan provider shortly after the Biden student debt relief program was first announced last year. We received a refund from our loan provider, but have been waiting to see if the forgiveness portion will eventually get passed or not. Regardless, the refund was just sitting in my bank account and not being very productive for me. So I had to make a decision. I'll jump more into that later. The most current update is that the student debt relief plan is still blocked. And if it's not resolved by June 30th, 2023, the loan repayment freeze will end and payments will continue 60 days after that. So have you requested a refund or applied for the forgiveness plan? Let us know in the comment section below. In this video, I will share my wife and I's process for applying for a refund/loan forgiveness and how it actually turned out to be a great investment opportunity for us. And if you find today's video helpful, please give us a like, share a comment, and subscribe for more. So I wanted to share with you a few brief details about the Biden student debt relief program. Those with federal student loan balances on or before June 30th, 2022 could potentially receive a refund up to $20,000. Loans dispersed after July 1st, 2022 don't qualify, and private loans do not qualify as well. Here are some more eligibility details from studentaid.gov. You can also visit the website for everything you need to know about eligibility. The good news for my situation is that I had paid off loans during the pandemic. I made payments since March 2020. I was then eligible for a refund. Next, I want to share my exact application process for the refund and forgiveness parts. My student loans were originally housed with Navient, but then moved to a company called Advantage. Upon hearing the debt relief announcement, I called Advantage to see if I was eligible for a refund. It was pretty funny and interesting because they did not have a formal process yet, but took down my request and put me on a waiting list. After calling back and waiting a bit longer, I eventually received a refund for a little over $20,000 since I previously had Pell Grants. So I want to add an important note that I only received the refund, not the forgiveness part. So technically, the $20,000 is still owed as of right now. But the good news is that I don't have any payments due and zero interest charges. I then submitted the application for the forgiveness portion of the Biden Student Debt Relief Program on studentaid.gov. But as mentioned before, it has been blocked and they are not accepting any more applications at this time. Here is a copy of the email I received saying I was approved for loan forgiveness, but the pause had been extended. With the debt relief plan continually getting blocked, my wife and I realized it probably wasn't the best option to have that refund sitting in our regular old bank account. Instead, we could have it working harder for us by putting it into a high-yield savings account. Doing so would increase our high-yield savings balance to about $40,000 and give us about $120 monthly in interest payments. This is because our high-yield savings account is with Citibank with an interest rate of over 3%. Although it may not seem like a lot, those interest payments can really add up, and we could have well over $700 by the time the refund amount we had of $20,000 is either forgiven or need to be paid back. But the nice thing is we get to keep the interest payments. So why a high-yield savings account? First off, a high-yield savings account is a special type of savings account that offers a higher interest rate than a traditional savings account. This can really add up over time. And second, you can access the money immediately. Let's say Biden's loan forgiveness doesn't go through. I'd still be able to quickly pull the funds out and pay off the debt. It would take longer to pull the money out of a 401k or another investment account. Not to mention, it would be riskier to put that money in those types of investment accounts. When choosing a high-yield savings account, it is important to compare the features and fees of each option to find the best fit for your needs. You can find high-yield savings accounts at both online and brick-and-mortar banks. Many online banks offer higher interest rates than traditional banks, so it's worth considering an online option if you're looking for the best return on your investment. A great place to get started with your savings account is CIT or CIT Bank. They offer very competitive rates with no monthly maintenance fees. With their Savings Connect account, you can earn 12 times the national average. There's no ATM fees, and you have the convenience of banking online. Also, to put your mind at ease, they are FDIC insured, and they currently, I just looked it up, they offer over 4% interest rate saving accounts. You can check them out using the link I provided in the description below. Now, if you find yourself in the same boat where you have a refund sitting in your bank, it may be a good idea to get it moved over to a high-yield savings account. Overall, it's considered very safe. I would definitely not recommend putting your refund into the stock market or somewhere with higher risk and volatility. Sorry, crypto, maybe next time. This same principle goes for any extra money you just have lying around. Instead of keeping it in a low interest, regular savings account, move it on over to a high yield savings account. To see my wife and I's cost of living and first month breakdown of expenses in China, check out this video here.